Good evening, one and all. This is Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. Mac in Hamilton on the West Mountain. We're waiting for somebody to pick up the net here on the VA3ZOE repeater. And I think I heard Bill in there saying that he'll probably grab it. I know Jason usually picks up these nets on the weekend. He's a busy boy these days, so I'm sure he's not going to be in here tonight. There we go. 7 o'clock has just flipped over, and let's see if Bill comes in and picks it up. We'll be standing by and listening. Okay, Bill, we're ready for you anytime you are. Key up and get her going. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow along with us at 8 o'clock. We have another net we're going to stream on 446.125, but that's upper sideband. And once we get a few check-ins there, we'll move down to 2 meters.
I don't hear anybody chiming in to pick up this net. So this is VA3IMW Bill Dundas, and I guess I will be your host this evening for the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. This net meets on, let me get this straight this time, Saturdays, Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday on this frequency, and Thursdays on a frequency of 446.125, and on Monday nights we have Chuck doing the accidental net. So at this time, I will stand by for any priority or quick one-and-done check-ins. Come now to VE3IUK. One and done, Bill. VA3IMW. Putting together a trampoline for the grandkids. Not for yourself, Al, just for the grandkids? No, I got dizzy bouncing around up there, putting the top of that screen up there. I don't like that. yeah, I was just kidding around. Yeah, well, good for you. That's a good way for the kids to burn off some energy, though, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's very true. Okay, well, thanks a lot for checking in. Have a good evening. All right, you as well, Bill. Anybody else following you? 7-3. Okay, I guess we'll step for anyone who would like to check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Come now.
Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey, checking in. Hey, Bill.
Okay, a couple more heard from there. We'll start with Mac. Good evening, Mac. How did your day go?
Well, I'm not Italian, so I don't resemble that remark. But yeah, bowling. Let's just say it was eye-opening how unpracticed I was. It's been a long time since I threw a sphere down the lanes. First game was really deplorable. Second game a little better, but it was good to get out and share some time with people off site from work. Interesting time had by all. Before I tell you about mine, I want to hear about your activation. How'd you do at the park?
Well, we were out there between about 11 and 2. We stuck mostly to 20 meters, and it's not like a toilet seat, but we managed 19 contacts. And I was more concerned with just how the radio performed today and whether we were okay, and it performed well, so we're happy. So we didn't do great, but we did get the activation, and Chris and Wade joined me as well.
That's very good news. Very good news indeed. Yeah, so band conditions were horrible. Let's just say deplorable. Um, but I managed to get, I got the park activated and then some on 40 meters, and then moved down to 20, picked up a bunch more, and also worked 10, 15, and 17. So all told, 29 in the log, which I guess is not too bad. The best DX QSO was a guy from France. So um, things weren't working really good, but they were working nonetheless. And I guess we just have to get used to band conditions being a little quieter because we've hit the peak. And obviously, with a solar flux index of 165, you got to figure that things are going to be a little quiet. Anyways, Shades Mills Conservation Area is another one in my list of parks activated. So I know that Wade was able to hunt me down and find me on 40 meters. So he did well in order to find me, and I think things were pretty quiet. The short skip wasn't doing so well. 40 meters was good into West Virginia and states of that distance. 20 meters, it was noisy, and there was a lot of stuff that was really, really hard to get to, but at least we got her done. Anyways, Bill, don't forget, let me drop just in case. Don't forget, those of you that are so equipped, feel free to check in with us at 8 o'clock on 446.125 upper sideband. Once we've got some check-ins going on there, we're going to migrate over to 2 meters and try out 146.400. Seems to be an ongoing thing. And if you don't have the ability for sideband on UHF and VHF, feel free to follow us along on YouTube, which I am streaming now. Just look up my call sign, VA3IMW, and scroll down until you see that red live sticker and click that. That's where we are. But at 8 o'clock, there will be another live stream. Also, look up my call sign. Anyways, thanks for doing this one, Bill. Certainly appreciate it. Yeah, Jason usually does the Saturdays and Sunday nights, but he's a busy boy. He's got a lot on the go. Thanks again, and I'll turn it back to you.
Okay, sounds good, Mac. As I was saying, we were on 20, and it was up and down. It was crazy, and of course you had the QSO party, but I found the band to be quite, 20 meters also to be quite noisy today, more so than usual. So you're right, we have to live with the fact that we have peaked. So, but it's still a challenge to get out there and make the contacts. That's what it was all about. So I'm glad that you were able to get the park activated. Well, with no further delay, let's go down and bring in Chris. Good evening, Chris. How you doing?
Good evening, everybody. VA3WPG doing all right. Bill, those links for those products are in your email now. Other than that, yeah, I had to wait for some to come from Amazon today. Then I had to run down to Shoppers, and since I was already on the trail, I figured I'd head down to the activation spot, grab some sunshine today, and observe the activation. And the mic ended up in my hand, so I guess I joined in the activation. The original reason I went down there is because I wanted to hunt them, and I brought the old HTX 202 down there and used that for the first time in, I guess, 15 years. As we know, technology is advancing. We got all kinds of noise and stuff, and of course, taking the 202 away from the apartment and into the park, it's nice and quiet there. So, yeah. So you sent me your log there, Bill. I got everything I need changed from your call sign to mine, including where I hunted you. Now, I got a question about that. Don't know where I am. I'm going to drop now for a sec. I got your call sign where I worked you. Now, hunters don't submit logs, so if I hunted you in those last 4 contacts, I have to remove those from the log unless I mark those as park to meters don't send in logs, correct?
That would be correct.
If I keep those, I add the park to park with 5082. Okay, got it. I'll think about that. Well, you know what, I'll just...
Contacts on 20 meters. And as bad as conditions are, we actually got one in South Dakota, which was quite interesting. So, as I say, it was just to make sure that the radio that I got is working fine and everything's cool.
Oh, that's good, that's good. Thank you for holding the net. Bill, I'm gonna give you 7.3, and with a little bit of luck, I should be able to check in our SSB net a little bit later on. 7.3, Bill and everybody, VA3XLJ.
Okay, Ronnie, well, thanks for taking the time to check in, and have a good evening. Any other check-ins for the Lake Ontario Radio Club net? Come now.
VA3IMW recheck.
Okay, stand by, Mac. I think there was someone else in there. Was there someone else in there as well? VA3LBI. Stand by, Mac. I'll take Larry first, and then we'll get your recheck. Go ahead, Larry. Yep, just a quick check-in for you, Bill. I'm heading outside. Okay, still sound a bit nasal there. You need to do a lavage. Yeah, okay. I don't think so. No, not me. It feels like you're grounded, but you feel better after. Anyways, thanks for taking the time to check in, and go ahead, Mac.
Thanks, Bill. Just a quick note, Wade, VA3NCA, checked in on YouTube. Looks like he's not going to be able to make this net. Hopefully he can join us for the sideband. So I just wanted to make sure you got him in the log. And the other thing I wanted to ask is whether Wade was submitting a log for what you guys were doing today under VE3HPO, because I know North Dakota was one of the states that we need in order to fill the little green matrix for VE3HPO.
No, unfortunately, he was not.
Was he submitting a log for himself?
I don't know. I didn't hear him comment on whether he was submitting one or not. We used the Polo software on my tablet, so I'm not sure, Mac.
Okay, but was this your activation? What I understood that Chris joined you, so you shared logs with him. But is Wade not submitting a log for your joint activation?
Oh, Roger, yes, sure he is. Yeah, he is.
All right, so I'll ask him. If I hear him later on, I'll ask him and see if he's going to also dupe his log and copy it over as a VE3HPO log, because it would be nice to have North Dakota in there for was that a park to park by chance?
No, unfortunately, it was not a park to park.
Okay, that's unfortunate. Okay, no worries. Anyways, you've got Wade in the log for this one, and thanks again for doing this one.
Yeah, we've got Wade in the log, and acknowledge that he will join you guys for the sideband net if he can. Okay, thanks, Mac. Any other check-ins from Lake Ontario Radio Club net? Come now. Okay, nothing heard. I'll stand by for any last call check-ins. Anybody wants to do a recheck? Any comments? Anything at all before I close the net? Come now to VE3IUK. VA3CJZ. There's Chuck. You're sounding chipper. Chuck, how you doing?
Hey, Bill. Doing all right. I was just adding something to my shopping list with Alexa there when you did the call out, so I couldn't hear you. So thankfully you didn't close the net up. So listen, I tried listening to you guys today on 20 meters, and I was able to only hear Wade when he gave his call sign out. Other than that, I couldn't hear or I couldn't make out anything. So it really wasn't worth, giving a call out because I wouldn't be able to hear anything back. So unfortunately, I didn't try. But I did hear a few stations mentioning that you were off frequency a little bit. And if you don't mind, how many KCs is it off by?
Well, if it's off by about 100 kcs, but we're not quite sure yet. I have to do some experiments here at home because it seemed after a while that we're okay. But if it is off, it's off by about 100 kcs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. What is it? 10 meters. I noticed, especially with some of the local guys that chit chat. My radio doesn't pick them up clearly on on the 00. But when I'm doing DX, I have no problems with the frequency. That's for 10 meters. Every other band seems to be okay. But yeah, it's just a little weird. All right, Bill. Well, that's not too bad. Very good then. Because I did hear a couple of stations coming back to you with that remark. So hopefully when you go to the next park, I'll be able to hear you. It was really crappy today too, so.
Yeah, it was terrible. Yeah, we'll just get used to the radio. Well, it could be, I think, cycles 100 kcs. That'd be terrible. Anyway, yeah, well, we're looking into that, Chuck. But yeah, the conditions were terrible today. It was up and down like the toilet seat, so it wasn't optimum. And as I say, it was more or less about just getting out and testing the radio, making sure things worked. So thanks a lot, Chuck, and thanks for checking in.
All right, Bill. Well, I'm glad things worked out with the radio, that is. And like you said, you really weren't that concerned with check-ins, but just to make sure the radio works the way it should. So that's good. Always good to hear when you're unable to actually see it in action before you purchase it. You're not sure until you get it and you try it out. So very good. And thank you, Mac, for streaming the net. You're going to have to get a high speed or something there, Mac, because it seems like you drop the video every time. But thanks for streaming nonetheless. And I look forward to stopping by for the sideband net. And then tomorrow, of course, at 7 o'clock, I will be hosting the Accidental Monday Night Net. So thanks again for doing this one. Bill, back to you.
You read my mind because I was going to tell you to give a plug for the net tomorrow night, but you've already done that, so very good, Chuck. Thanks for checking in, and yeah, of course, everybody to remember Mac's net tonight at 8 o'clock, so thanks a lot for checking in, and have a good evening, Chuck.
What channel?
Was there a station question? Was that what channel were you asking?
I just asked right for channel for TJ's XJ.
Yeah, go ahead there, Rick. I'm here.
Yeah, the Monday night net. What's the frequency? I can't remember what it was. I can't remember.
Yeah, it's on this frequency. It's on the ZOE repeater.
Oh, I thought it was on the other one. Okay, we're clear. Thanks for the break.
All right, Rick. I guess I'll expect your call in tomorrow night if you're feeling up to it. Thanks, Bill.
Yeah, okay, Chuck. Thanks so much for checking in. So we'll stand. We'll give another last call. Shout out for any check-ins. Come now to V3IUK. Okay, so nothing heard. I'd like to thank Terry, V3IQL, for the use of the repeater. Very much appreciated. And don't forget Chuck's net tomorrow night, the sideband at 8 o'clock. So with that, this is Bill, V3IUK in Dundas, saying 730 and bidding you all a good evening. And now turning this repeater back to normal amateur use. Good evening all.
There we go. That brings this evening's net to a close. We'll be back here tomorrow night on this same repeater at 7 p.m. Thanks for watching along. Don't forget to like and subscribe. 7 3s, that's how we say goodbye.